Well, what is up,
Molly
chat?
Jensen, are you in there, Mall Ball?
Look at these babies in here.
Sweet babies.
I got late night DJ voice this morning. Hey, everybody, welcome to church. It's not 11:30 p.m., which is what the original invite said. It's not even September 19th, which is what the Supercast email said. That's how fucked up my head is right now, trying to do all this stuff.
What is time? There's no time.
Thanks to the faithful for getting in here at the time that it normally is. This is the mega live stream, which means we're going to record an episode. If you could sub to the channel, smash the thumbs up. That always helps the algorithm and lets people know that we're live. And Holly's hair is fire.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. And that is true. No details in the fascist regime. How's everyone doing? We're, as you know, packing up our life, but the last thing to go is going to be this wall. Don't worry, we're keeping the fake wall up until the very last minute.
And we're only like 7 people away from doing another high stream where we can make all the walls come down.
We're 7
again.
people away from a high stream. So if you're not a Supercast member, go check that out. There's a sale happening right now until the 30th. You get 6 months discounted price. I think it's like 20% or something. And if we get 7 more people in here, we're going to do a high stream, which just means trying to improvise as Hallie and Gray while we're a little bit stoned.
a lot. And then some of you join us.
Hey, where do you get your ideas from? We get them from you all in the chat in just 1 second.
And sometimes I tap on wood and release the wood nymphs, and they give me all my ideas.
Tap on wood?
They're the ones who have made me always question establishment, authority, uniformity, or conformity. I have a question for the chat. When we use language like morning, church, and stuff, what does
Are you
that
deeply triggered?
What does that do in your body? Because in my body, I'm always just like, But I never liked
You don't have to
church.
say it. I like it when people say it in the chat.
I'm just curious because I know a lot of people used to like church or currently do like church and like that vibe and that
I love church.
community
I just don't
feeling and that music and the gathering and all the things. And I am of the persuasion, at least so far in my decades here on this particular planet, I never ever liked church. I never liked the vibe. I never liked the smells. I never liked the rooms. I never liked the architecture. I never liked the timing. Sunday mornings, like the worst time ever to do anything when your body most wants to. I didn't like the scary blood murder stories that we gathered in a tiny room with a little old lady to tell us about all this like murder and savageness. I just never I was always just like, no, I hate church. What about you?
Andrew's seeing a bird just hit his window. I feel like that's a real a portent from God.
Oh my gosh, is it okay? Oh my gosh. Wait, I can't see with these glasses. Hold
up. So we're gonna gather together to count the Lord's blessings here in just 1 second. Sorry, I just gotta move a couple things around. Okay. So many smells. There were so many smells. I actually kind of liked the smell of the fellowship hall, coffee in the big bun burners.
Mm-hmm.
Basically burnt coffee. Weak burnt coffee is church to me.
Yeah, I do love weak coffee.
Oh,
Moto. Oh my God, Moto, you're so sweet.
Thanks for that tip, Moto. We will have a gelato when we land, although I think it's going to be late. Is it morning or night when we land?
We get there at 9 a.m.
Hell yeah. First thing I'll eat. So yeah, those who don't know, I was actually about to write the every few months email, but we're putting our stuff in storage and going to Rome for a little bit because the place that we live in is selling. And we're throwing caution into the wind like a bunch of peanut shells.
We're going to escape fascism by going to Italy, which makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so Joel's with me,
Light
never liked
fascism.
it. Molly loved church. Molly, what is it that you loved about it? Socialness, security, safety. What did you
Because
like
Molly
about
was the
it?
star.
Oh,
I'll be in
M will
Spain
be
on
in
Spain.
Spain.
Yes. It is always funny to me when people are listen to Mega and say they're triggered because it's like too close, and that just
I know.
not that we want to trigger people, but it is funny to me that I'm like, this is too close.
But when people say that to us, that they can't listen to Mega because it's triggering, I'm like, I'm with you. I completely agree. It's triggering the shit out of me too.
But comedy doesn't have to be comfortable.
We never said this was going to be comfortable. Comedy really only has to be funny.
I was a church planter in Austin with South African pastors. Congrats, Em. That's coming into the chat. I would say that's coming into the chat with some swag. And grew up in mega church in Rockford, Illinois. So that means you know where Beefaroo is, the best.
I guarantee you I know that church. Wouldn't that be where those guys were from that I was working with in Rockford?
Yeah.
I know exactly what church you're talking about.
But do you know Beefaroo, which is the best name for any fast food hamburger
That
restaurant?
is
And I
true.
almost got beaten up in the Beefaroo parking lot one time.
Wait, that mega church in Rockford, was it in an old shopping center, like an old Sears building that had like I think I've been there. I've been to that church when I lived in Chicago.
I had to go. I had to go to a Quaker meeting in college because I studied American religious church history, and yeah, it was completely different in that it was very quiet. I think only a person spoke that day, or maybe two.
Beefaroo is a great name for a cat.
Beefaroo.
That's a great name. And yes, you're right, It was Heartland Church. Yeah, you're right. Andrew, your 16-year-old has started talking about religion. That's so interesting.
Shut it down.
Well, there are ways to ask Kristen. There are ways to really embrace the beauty.
Heartland Church, was that the name of it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay, let's get some suggestions for the improv. So the way that this is gonna work is we'll ask you some ideas, just starting places. I saw Andrew had one up here that Lance was watching an ice training video in all his security gear.
Wait, Lance is wearing security. Oh yeah, Lance is a security guard now.
Lance security guard now.
I forgot. Okay, so and he okay. Lance, that's a good one. Oh, Lance LeBont, what are you up to, my man?
Oh, Mal, you didn't have to do that.
Oh, Mal.
Look at that sweet little tip. We appreciate you. You all should know that this is Molly Jensen of Mega fame, who has played many songs on Mega, including the Christmas taxi song, and what was the other song? The
sex one.
the
waiting for marriage for
for future
if
drugs.
Mary and Joseph, so can we.
So can we.
So
Thank
can
you.
we.
And you can listen to those on the YouTube channel. Okay. I just don't want to miss any of these. Let's see. Okay, so Lance security guard video. Oh, can we work in that the joke Holly made on the mini about the name Todd? Your Todd bit?
That it's a dick thump on the belly?
Sure.
Is that
a repost, sorry. Twin Peaks restaurant opens up in town. Or Twin Hills or Twin Peaks. Gray is unfamiliar and thinks it may be related to Twin Hills, but is completely scandalized when it finds out it's a restaurant. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Twin Peaks restaurant?
It's like a Hooters idea or something.
And then
A Hooters based on a Twin Peaks style, like the TV show style restaurant, but that's kind of a Hooters is a funny idea. Thanks for that.
Statue of David.
Day has started a petition to get rid of high school football because of head injury. He's fighting an uphill battle. Okay, great.
Okay.
Oh, Ice Alert app on Day's phone. That's interesting.
Okay.
Do you want to do a Day episode today?
That is 3-day suggestions. Should I be Day? It's a little harder, but I'm up for it. Wait, should I be
wait, can I
Day?
do a poll? What? I think I can.
Okay, do a poll. But we want to put this one in the feed, right? And what if Day isn't strong and we can't put it in the feed?
No, it is.
Oh, Kristen wants Day. Andrew wants Day. Okay.
Here's the
poll.
Here's a poll.
Ice Alert on Day's phone. Okay. And then wait, I'm glad Elise is here because
resounding. Let's see. Whoa. People want Day today. Actually, a lot of these are easy for Day because it's a Lance one. Like all these kind of relate. I love how Hallie talks about Day.
I can do that. We can do Day. Wait, I got to see is the poll over? 67% yes?
So far.
That's resounding.
Day is hope in hellscape.
Oh, yay. Okay. Wait, I have a quick question as long as Elise is here. Because did Hallie say, does Hallie know about, is that when a dick thumps a belly, is that Hallie's idea? Was that Hallie?
No, that was a Holly.
Oh, it was in a mini.
Yeah.
Oh, but Hallie.
He's just saying, could you work it into to Mega Canon? I don't know. We'll try.
That Todd is the sound a dick makes.
It'd be harder as Day, maybe, but we'll try.
Oh yeah, Moto. It was our stand-up bit. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get in, whether I'm Day or Hallie. Let's see if we can get in some dick thumping sound effects.
Well, the poll is now at 60, so it's going down. So it's a toss-up.
Maybe okay. Okay, Andrew says Andrew has an idea.
Why is Gray on Skype?
Gray has to step up to lead an adult group. So Day steps in as the oldest male to run Climax, and they are both bitching about the Climax kids now that Day sees how annoying they are.
That's fun.
Yeah. When did Hallie and Gray meet?
Good point. Gray would not remember. I think these are pretty good. Let's see. I think that usually we can get through like 5. I feel like it's always. Okay, so Gray had to step up and lead an adult group. Maybe that's a good kickoff if you're Gray. I mean, if you're Day, I can start with that idea. Why you're.
And maybe Gray and Day are finally on the same page now that Day sees how annoying teens are.
At least for a minute.
Okay, that's good.
But your reasons for them being annoying is so different than. Do you need a ball cap or something to get into character? We don't want to cover up that hair. She would have been on his welcoming committee. Hell yeah! All right, you want to do one? Yeah, Ice Alert app. I feel like all these are good Day things. Ice Book of Statue of David, the high school football. I can tee you up for some of these too.
Okay, and wait, did I miss something here? No. Okay.
I think we got.
Okay. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks
for having our back. I got your back.
Got your back. Ending the poll. You're gonna be Day.
I guess so.
Or do you? We can punt on that if you want to.
If we use this for the feed, she'll be able to pitch down my audio track through.
I'm recording it separate.
because we'll be on separate tracks. Okay. Although I don't know, man, I'd like to do another quick poll. Does it sound weird when we pitch down Dave's voice, or I'll just try to go low? I just have to get in my yeah. Gray, I wanted to let you know that
That sounds great.
Clay Mason Bannerman wrecked his
Vespa. Let's see.
Okay.
Thought we had a fun episode come out today. Anybody listen to the chill method?
I did it. That one was fun. Jay is so fun.
And you might recognize Jay as the guy who played the guy who
was a co-founding
was the
member,
co-founding pastor in Rise and Fall,
who Steve summarily got rid of.
Everybody just needs to chill. Hydrate. Let it go.
I mean, I was in Christian counseling once. I can't remember what they gave me, but I can't imagine it being. I remember my therapist just always being like, "You got to pray, and I'll pray for you too."
Holly and Hallie are really horny for Stanley Tucci.
No, Holly's not. Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You think I'm attracted to Stanley Tucci?
Yeah.
I would eat him for lunch. He doesn't have enough adjectives to talk about food to save his life. He's a disgrace after Bourdain. He cannot talk about food. He bores the ever-living shit about to me, and I could bench press his entire little hairless body. No, are you serious?
You are on one today. You woke up with some
Tucci
fight in you.
No, I am attracted
You just
to
watched you're horny for Italy.
I'm attracted to very few men.
You're attracted to Italy?
The
That's why you watch it?
I mean, I'm attracted to that guy from Dirt. What's that guy's name? That's the guy I would let in, but very few others. Tucci cannot get it from this one. Tucci can get it from Hallie. I'm shocked to realize that you think I was attracted to Tooch. That is bananas. Bananas.
All right, go off, Becky.
Remember I had to throw out his audiobook because of the way he read the dialogue between him and his mom?
Yes.
He
read
he doesn't got it. He doesn't got it. He doesn't got it in the like solar plexus or in the like philosophical side. No. Good Lord.
Okay. I have to restart the recording. Sorry, Hannah. Okay.
No, what's the guy's name from Dirt? Do you know this show? It's called Dirt. It's on YouTube, and it's a travel and food show with this guy who used to be a surfer or boarder or skater or something.
Snowboarder, I think.
And now he's still like, he's middle-aged, but he's still like jumping off of like everything. Anytime there's something high, he jumps off of it, which for some reason I like. And
yeah, Andrew thought you were talking about Joe Dirt, the David Spade character. You could definitely bench David Spade. He's a very diminutive fellow. Okay.
David Spade. What did I just see David Spade in? Oh, he was in Maria Bamford's show and was pretty funny. He had like a cameo.
All right.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying I don't like tiny men. I just don't like Tucci because he makes me mad.
Short Kings. I like the Short King on British Baking Show this year from Northern Ireland with the mullet. That guy's great.
I love a
He's like, we met
Short King.
we met first year at uni.
Wait, how do I get in day? Okay. Yeah, Gray, I just wanted to drop off Popsicles. He's been really good today.
Do you want me to bring it in?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Wait, how should I start it as Gray bringing in Day? I usually do like
Finally, I don't have to fuck up the intro.
I know.
Greg's gonna fuck up the intro.
How should I start it? With the Supercast thing or
I mean, if we're gonna put this one in the feed, you should start with, "Hi, I'm Gray House, and this is Mega from Twin Hills Community Church." Blah, blah,
right?
blah.
But then I'm just okay.
And
Here.
yes, Stacey, the Day voice is pitched down.
Yes.
We have our editor do that.
Yeah.
But if it sounds weird, I won't keep doing it, but I'll just try to get in my lower register. Okay. And see, gotcha back.
What is up, guys? This is Gray Haas, and you are listening to Mega, coming to you from Twin Hills Community Church. And today, a very special episode for a few reasons. One, we're broadcasting this live on YouTube with suggestions from our Supercast members. And B, I have a very special co-host with me today. You've known him from past episodes, some of which have gone okay, others which have gone not so okay. But I have a feeling today is going to go great because I am joined on my left with my co-host's son, Day Laban. Hey, Day, how are you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good. Thanks so much, Gray, for having me. It's always fun for me to be here, and I appreciate the time and attention.
Well, it's fun for me today, and for a few reasons. And one of those reasons is I had Day fill in for 1 hour for me this week as essentially the organizer of Climax. I didn't fully hand off the keys to the kingdom, as it were, but I did say, Day, you are responsible for the most part. Could you keep an eye on everyone while I had to go next door and give a cool little talk to a group of, it was just a scheduling issue, but it was a group of young Christian men who are also wanting to become entrepreneurs. So I wanted to lay down some really sick stuff that I've been sort of getting into when it comes to disrupting Christian business. And so I had to dip out for an hour and I said, Day, would you cover for me? And you said yes. And first off, I wanted to know, how did it go?
Oh, well, thank you for trusting me with the group. And
just to FYI, it wasn't that I trusted you as much as it was that several of the adult parents couldn't step in because they also wanted to go to my sick talk. But yeah, you were kind of number 4 or 5 in line there. But
did it turn out to be a sick talk? Did you have a good one?
It was so sick. We are just generating. It's a generator. I don't know if you know that term, but what a generator is where you just come up with a bunch of ideas and then you figure out which ones are going to really disrupt. And we came up with a bunch of really sick ones. One is an AI Bible that you can put into any language, and you can choose any actor to read in any language Bible verse of your choosing.
Oh, wow. That's good. Well, anyway,
most people chose Idris Elba. Anyway, go on.
Wow. Yeah, that's really cool.
So how'd it go over there in Climax?
I bet if my mom could listen to anyone read the Bible, she would probably pick
Stanley Tucci.
Oh yeah, definitely. She would like Stanley Tucci, but she also likes Liam Neeson's voice a lot. She tries to act like she doesn't like Liam Neeson, but she's a sucker for an accent.
Yeah. Well, anyway, how did it go over there?
Like she loves your accent.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really have an accent, but
I still hear your Australian accent.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I mean, do other people think you sound American?
No, a lot of people think I'm from Iowa or Florida or Ohio. Anyway, Day, so how did it go over there with all the teens?
Well, to be honest with you, Grant, it gave me a newfound respect for how much you have to manage in terms of like, a room full of people who are in their teen years, like end up being pretty, hard to like navigate or wrangle, so it's just like honestly, to me, it felt like, I don't know, just there was an attention deficit, certainly, but also,
Yes.
to me, it just feels, like, really hard to kinda get everyone on the same page because some people are, like, antsy in their
Animals? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were
antsy, like,
okay.
like, in their bodies, like, it's, an age where, like, we wanna move around and, we wanna, like, it's
And guess where was everyone trying to move to?
well, there were what do you mean?
Toward each other and to usually the bathroom, which we've got now cameras going, on the outside of the bathroom so we can make sure boys going boys, lighties going lighties.
There's cameras on the
Yeah,
bathrooms?
there's cameras outside the bathroom, not in the bathroom, but we gotta make sure whoever's going in there can be completely monitored.
That kind of feels like some sort of violation of rights, but, it just we're in such a police state anyway, like,
Ugh.
constantly being monitored everywhere we go. I
See,
mean,
I
we're
just
under surveillance, which is a police state, like,
yeah, but
that is a form of oppression,
if you're not doing anything wrong, I don't care who's watching, right?
Well, yeah, but there's also, I've been reading a lot of Noam Chomsky, and he talks a lot about, powerful systems that seek to dominate and control us, So even, having cameras all around the campus of the church, in some way, it does make us feel surveilled and like we're trying to be controlled. Because I do think one good thing, which I tried to implement when you put me in charge of the Climax kids, I tried to implement an environment of trust where, like, I trusted that everyone was gonna be, cool, and then, for the most part, they did, but it just was, like, fractured attention, and people were wanting to skateboard in the back, and also, like, a lot of people just wanted to talk to each other, and also a lot of people were looking at their phones, and even when, like, different adults were coming around, like, making people put their phones away, people can just look at their watches, you know
Okay,
what I
I'm
mean?
just gonna have to jump in first. What's the hot dog eating contest guy have to do with a police state?
Hot dog eating?
Noam Chomsky? Who is that? Isn't that the guy who ate a bunch of hot dogs?
Oh, did he? That's so rad.
I don't
That's
know.
cool.
Didn't he I thought there was the Chomsky. I thought Chomsky was the name of the guy who won the hot dog eating contest.
Because it sounds like he chomped on a bunch of hot dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not really spelled like chomp, but it's okay. He was a linguist who also, or he is a linguist. He's alive, I think. I hope he's alive. Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think what we're talking about today is one, you're seeing just how hard my job is, aren't you? And you're seeing how effective, charismatic, interesting, and powerful leadership can really be the thing that solidifies a group of people around a set of ideas. And I think that strong leadership, and I'll just say it is strong because if you don't lead strongly, the monkeys are gonna jump around the cage. And I think that's what you found, isn't it? That the monkeys, in this case teens, were running the asylum. And in that metaphor, it's an asylum for insane monkeys.
Well, one of the things that I've learned about systems of oppression, domination, and control is that nothing unites like a common enemy. Um,
What?
if you can establish a common enemy, usually people will rally and come together. So I was trying to think of what that common enemy could be, to motivate everyone to kind of, care that we were
Right.
gathered together and like, what could we do? The Bible says that when two or more people are gathered in God's name, there is love. And so I was like, well, if this is a gathering of love, then what is the enemy of love?
Horniness. Because in my mind, it's that, the real thing is how do you have love in a place where two or more teens are gathered, but you eschew the horniness and you take out, you remove, completely just suck out the hormonal drive to sneak off to the bathrooms.
Um, Okay, I was gonna say hate.
Oh,
Hate would be maybe the opposite of love. Like, but and honestly, if you think about it, you're talking about a natural physical um thing that happens with our bodies in the same way. When, we become overheated, we perspire. Same thing that happens, what you call horniness, or something that could be like, I guess you would call it arousal. That's a normal physical bodily function that is not inherently bad or good. There is no sin involved. When, would you say that sweating or perspiring is a sin?
Well, it depends on what kind and what kind of deodorant you're wearing. But I don't want to get into the day. I just need you to agree with me
Agree with you on what?
that my job takes a special set of skills.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I have a certain set of skills, and that those skills are highly effective when it comes to making teens do what I need them to do. And when you are up there, you probably saw for the first time just how great those certain set of skills are.
I think if you observe that word you used, to make the teens do something, that in and of itself could be you shooting yourself in your own foot, because the more you try to coerce someone, the more they're going to naturally resist you. So maybe instead of trying to make anyone do anything, which you really can't do, you can really only control yourself. Since you can't control other people, and the attempt to will just do nothing but cause, suffering in your own being. What you could do is you could invite them to join you in a cause that matters. And which is what I did when I was kind of thinking of that idea of like, how could I unite us around some action that forwards love? And so what I did was we started to create a strategic plan of undermining the ICE agents that have occupied the Twin Hills parking lot.
What?
We decided to set out a lot of girls, a lot of girls offered to be lookout people, because nobody's obviously looking for them to, be any kind of like agents of chaos. So that was pretty cool. So we started there. We started with girls who were willing to like post up in different parts of campus, and, use different social medias and things like Signal and end-to-end encrypted apps to be able to alert people about the movement of ICE, so that we can, do our best to fight that particular
Well,
evil.
I don't think that really is going to matter that much because, as you know, my close personal friend, Colonel Dan Bilbo, is out there. And right now, they seem to be, great. You can report all they want. Right now, there seems to be a lot of barbecuing going on out in the parking lot. We've got a great Foursquare game going on out there. And I think if you came out there with some of your little friends and reported on that, you would actually see these are just nice guys doing a good job and having a good time hanging out with other like-minded fellows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. What you call nice guys might be people who are currently, I don't know, maybe just sort of spiritually lost. Um,
Hey, Day,
yeah,
they've got families.
yeah,
So you be very careful what you say because they have families.
yeah,
They've got families, Day.
yeah, yeah. So does that cow that you're eating.
That cow.
So does pretty much everyone. I
Hey,
mean, Hitler had a
I
family.
okay, you know what? They've got families. So
Yeah.
just be very careful.
Yeah. Autocrats have families. I mean, oligarchs have families.
What are you talking about?
Serial killers have
No,
families.
hey,
Sexual assaulters
enough
have
of that.
families.
Okay, anyway. Let's just go ahead and agree that you finally saw I have a certain set of skills and that's really good. At least the church didn't burn down while you were making sure everybody was crossing the T's and dotting their I's and putting a thing on their Q's. And I did want to jump into um, how many teens did you get to sign up for the incinerator, which was, as many people know, a cool program that we're doing, which is if a teen finds any sort of meteor or material that they find to have sin in it, we have a gas-powered, very effective, I would call it furnace, but it essentially is a, a tube that has a door at one end, and you can put any kind of media in that, and it turns it right to ash. And that's a really, really cool thing that we have now, that any teen can take any kind of meteor and just immediately get rid of it. The incinerator.
Well, we had 90 people sign up when they thought it was about incinerating meteors, meaning,
What?
where we would find maybe where there are like meteors hitting the surface of the earth, and we could go find them. When when the teens thought it was meteors, we had 90 signups. When I clarified that it was media, um, everyone pretty much said no thanks. But I think we did have 3 signups for the media incinerator.
Okay, great. Well, no, it's not meteor, it's meteor. And so I would encourage all the teens who listen to this podcast to start going through all of your meteor and just trying to find things that you think don't honor God. And that includes your cell phones. We are happy to put those in as well. And I know a few parents were concerned that maybe, uh, burning a cell phone has pros and cons because they can be expensive. But the new iPhone 17 is coming out, so it might be time to upgrade anyway and just start fresh on a new device.
Well, okay, so here are the 3 names of people who signed up for media. And then I also should tell you that there were 16 people who were protesting when there was another faction of kids who thought that it was meteor, like MEAT.
Why would you want to burn a meteor?
IER.
Doesn't it already come in? It's burning when it's falling to earth.
Anyway, there was a group of 16 vegetarians and vegans who protested that they thought you were trying to incinerate things that were meteor, like things that are like what my dad.
No, it's not a barbecue. That's having it out in the parking lot with the ice guys.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's like, he's into anything that's meteor. My dad, he only eats animal protein.
Okay. How is your dad, by the way?
He's doing okay. He changed. He had lost his job months ago, and I think his self-esteem had really plummeted. He was like leaving the house during the day to hide the fact from my mom that he didn't have a job, and it was making him feel really bad about himself.
Okay,
And then
I don't know if you know
my
that.
grandma, my paternal grandmother, my dad's mom, has been paying his salary for a long time. And
What do you call her? What's her grandma name?
Oh, she goes by Mama.
Oh.
Which my mom isn't crazy about because
then you have mom and mama kind of in the same house at times?
Yeah, and my paternal grandmother does always kiss all of us kids, me and all my sisters, and always says, like, "You're my sweet baby. You're my child. I'm your mother."
Okay.
And my mom doesn't like that.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so there was some misunderstanding, it sounds like, that your dad, is in a job transition, and he got a new job at
He's
Red
working at
Rover.
Red Rover. He's doing security in the parking lot of their used car sales lot.
I love their commercials. They're so good where they go, Red Rover, send this, 2009
Lexus right over.
Right. And well, they're all Range Rovers, aren't they?
Oh, they have a number of
okay.
cars that they'll sell, but mostly Range Rovers.
And then they drive. They'll drive. They have everybody that works at the car dealership. They all stand holding hands, and then they drive a Range Rover as fast as they can. It always makes it through. Usually, no one gets hit, but it is such a funny. Local commercials are some of my favorite. I love ads. And, a lot of people will know that, yes, we do have ads that play on Mega, and that's kind of the best part. But if you don't want ads, you can always be a Supercast member. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah, that would be really cool. It's it's so cool that you have people who want to be a member of your community with this podcast.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, so your dad is doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great. He has to wear a lot of gear, like bulletproof vest
Oh,
and like a
cool.
big helmet.
Cool. A helmet, really?
Yeah, because you can get attacked by hawks a lot over there near
Oh.
Keystone where where the parking lot is. Anyway, yeah,
Well, and probably by thugs because crime is out of control and he's got to stay armored up because someone might try to take that very valuable property, which is a Range Rover.
is crime out of control?
It's out of control.
Like in what way, Gray?
It's
Like,
everywhere. It's out of control
yeah, that's what
day.
I keep hearing. But like I'm walking around and I'm skating around these streets and I'm not seeing any more.
Well, we don't let you go to, I mean, first off, you shouldn't be skating around by yourself anywhere. You should essentially stay inside right now because crime is out of control. But with people like your dad, I feel like it's finally getting better because they're making sure that crime isn't out of control.
Well, a lot of times, like systems that are seeking to dominate and control, they're the ones like promoting a narrative that crime is out of control because they're attempting essentially to turn people against each other. For those of us in the same class systems to believe that each other is the enemy, making us attempting to convince us that immigrants are our enemy, or people who are in poverty are our enemy, or unhoused people are our enemy, when really, in fact, I believe the billionaires are our enemy. The billionaires are trying to make us turn against each other so we don't pay attention to the fact that while we burn our streets down, they're the ones profiting off of all of the division.
Jay, are you just parroting this Nobby Chumpley or whatever his name was? What's the guy who has a name like a gnome?
Just think about a hot dog contest and it'll come back to you.
Okay, Nobby Chumpley is for some reason I've just got it in my head now that his name is Nobby Chumpley. And I wouldn't listen to anyone named Nobby Chumpley, especially about stuff like that. I think billionaires have a lot of great ideas. In fact, I think that Elon, who, as a lot of people know, I think is pretty sick. I think he's going to start the first Christian colony on Mars.
Yeah, I have been listening to a lot of this stuff he's talking about with Mars. And I think ultimately all these billionaires who are wanting to make an escape plan from this planet don't realize that it's all of us or it's none of us. Like,
Well, I hope that it's some of us, especially Christian ones, who we can go to Mars, start a completely Christian vibe and scene there. Can you imagine how cool that would be to have everybody be Christian on Mars? And then who cares? Everybody else can have this place.
not really, because I'm more interested in being in an environment where I think Jesus Christ would be, to be honest. And I don't think Jesus Christ would be around Christians.
You don't think Jesus Christ could go to Mars?
I don't think Jesus Christ has any interest in being around Christian people. And I only say that because I'm taking his words at face value.
Why? Because he was already the best one, the best Christian.
No, because he said he would leave the 99 to go to the one. And anytime Christians are promoting an us and them narrative, creating a binary, being divisive, it's actually, that is the definition of using the Lord's name in vain.
Well, I've got 99 Christians and the one ain't one day.
Well, oh,
Sorry.
you've got 90. Wait, say that again.
I've got 99 Christians, and Nobby Chumpley ain't one. Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying today is I would rather go to Mars with 99 Christians than stick around this place.
What is that a reference to? 99 but one. What's that?
I think it's a DC Talk lyric. Anyway, we were
Oh, an
talking
oldie.
about your dad. How is he? How's he liking his new job?
Well, I think he's getting into kind of all that tactical gear, that,
Definitely.
these men dress up like soldiers.
I've got some tactical gear. Of course, I don't ever leave the house with it because I most of the time just wear it in my backyard when I'm dealing with my neighbor.
Oh, Donovan
Oh,
Geo.
I've gone full tactical. I've had to. I've had to because sometimes I have to do what I would consider black ops level training slash missions just to make sure that he's staying in line. Talk about keeping people in line.
Wow. That's pretty wild if you have to go full tactical gear when going up against a man in Y front
How
underpants.
do you know about that?
Well, I've met Donovan.
You have?
Yeah, my mom had me pick up Popsicles one time from his house, and
What?
and take Popsicles to Claymates and Bannerman.
Okay, well, just stay away from him because talk about someone Jesus wouldn't hang out with. That's number one.
Oh, is Donovan Geo a lost sheep?
There's lost sheep, and then there are sheep that you should just talk about the incinerator. That's the type of person that should just go right into one, and we should and take the dust and shoot it. And look, I'm not advocating putting people in an incinerator. I am just saying he's the type of person. We'll probably cut this part, but I guess what I'm saying, Day, is when it comes to the type of person that needs to be shot like a meteor back into space, I would say he's got to go back into space, and the rest of us go to Mars. He just stay away from him. He's a total dummy. He's a bummer. He's a dumber bummy.
He
A bummy dumber.
I mean, but he has a family.
Oh, no, he doesn't. That's the whole point. He doesn't have a family. That's the whole thing. He doesn't really.
I mean, isn't he someone's son?
I mean, his parents did start he's just got a lot of money from the Geo fortune, and it's just really, okay. What I don't want to talk about Donovan Geo.
Okay, yeah, anyway,
How
so my dad is doing tactical LARPing, and even this week, I got tad concerned because I saw my dad, well, I thought he was just watching, ESPN because he has 2 phones now that he watches, sports networks on simultaneously while also watching TV that has picture in picture. So he's got 4 games going almost all the time. I was just looking at his phone to see what he was watching, and I noticed that he was watching an ICE training video, and I know that, people who are signing up to be ICE agents are making, like, really great salaries. Billions of dollars have been, like, set aside for funding ICE, which means there has been money all along for things like housing people and education, but we just didn't want to pay teachers who should be the most highly paid, members of our community. But anyway, I had to get on my laptop and like create a whole basically I just did some quick, playing around with the zeros and ones, and I came up with some code that I was able to download into my dad's phone to make it impossible for him to be able to seek out those kind of things.
wait, you did some programming of your dad's phone so that he couldn't look at tactical stuff?
Yeah, so that he couldn't basically I made I just wanted to assure the fact that my dad wouldn't be able to sign up for ICE.
Look, I don't think your dad is gonna sign up for ICE just because, well, I mean, if you go out and hang out with those guys in the parking lot, they are fit, and they are absolutely I mean, your dad's probably too old to sign up for ICE at this point, and, these are young guys. These are it's part of even when we're playing Foursquare, and I will join them from time to time, is, we'll we'll do calisthenics and different kind of, tactical moves, stop, drop, and roll, crawling, tumbling, and they're very fit. So your dad would have to train for a long time to get to that level. The other thing is he's got a great job, and I'm sure he's not making as much as those guys,
The
but
ICE agents are making more than double what my dad makes working security, kinda wearing the same type of gear.
okay. Day, I guess when I hear you talk like this, and I understand, bud, that the world right now is a scary place. There is all sorts of crime everywhere. There's all sorts of rising. I mean, there are people who would just have the entire country just fall apart at the hands of a bunch of people who say, "Hey, we're all for peace and love," but really, they're not. They're not into accepting everybody, and they're definitely not into accepting Christians.
I
So,
hear you saying that it's a scary place and that it's rampant with crime. I hear you, and I would like to affirm the way you are feeling, that it can indeed feel really intimidating and overwhelming when
well,
you look
I'm
at
not intimidated. I'm just saying you are probably intimidated.
well, what are you feeling? I'm just looking to affirm what you're feeling before I maybe respectfully disagree, because the point of view I'm coming from when I look at the earth is, wow, what a beautiful place full of potential. And we have so many opportunities to um, create so much light and beauty in this place. Um,
I'm What am I feeling? I'm feeling strong,
mm,
feeling confident.
okay.
And I'm feeling like, yeah, it's probably, when I look at this planet, I'm going, yeah, it's time to maybe cash out, either go to Mars or any day now when Jesus comes back. I think he's going to be like, obviously, if most of us are on Mars, he'll go there. But if we're still here, which could be any day now, I think he's going to be like, yeah, maybe I should have come back even a little sooner because it has really fallen apart. The crime, especially with crime, crime's everywhere. You just got to be careful.
Real quick, just because I've been working on reflexive listening, I would like
What's
to.
that like with your stomach?
Oh yeah, I still can't eat dairy,
Oh, okay.
But anyway, um, I would like to reflect back to you that I hear you say that you are feeling strong and confident. I just would like to point out that there is some significant cognitive dissonance happening there simply because what you're describing is a scary, vulnerable, violent place. And you're saying you look around and see the world as very scary and full of crime. And yet the way you are feeling is confident and strong. So I just was wondering if you are indeed fueled by violence, crime, and destruction, and that causes you to feel strong and confident, or if maybe you are in a reactive state and your nervous system is alert to some fight or flight uh, vibrations, and you are in a freeze state where you're spouting off words like confident and strong when indeed you're highly concerned.
Here's the thing, bud. I don't get why you're always on cognitive this and cognitive that. It's either cognitive dissonance or it's that, or you're trying to keep people from playing football. It's all with you. I think the problem is you are very into brain stuff. And a lot of times when you are thinking and thinking and thinking, it's just like a snake eating its own tail. And you work yourself into these places where there is no answer that is feeling good to you. And what I'm saying is keep it simple.
Mm,
Right now, we have the answer.
mm,
We have it.
mm.
We have the answer, Day. Isn't that exciting, bud? Isn't that exciting that we have the answer?
Yeah. What is the answer?
Uh, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. The answer is Jesus, and he's my best friend. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer whether you are on Mars. Jesus is the answer whether you're afraid. Jesus is the answer whether crime is rampant. Jesus is the answer whether or not you're saved. These are all
So
things.
Jesus is the answer no matter what the question.
Yes,
What
that is.
if
Yes, you're getting it. Feel it. You're getting it.
what if the question is what what if the question is whose teachings are currently being weaponized to create great division, which was the opposite of his mission?
Well, no one's asking that question.
I just did.
Well, don't.
Looks like Jesus is the answer.
It's pretty good out.
Is that long enough?
I don't know. Let me look. We could
Um,
keep going. Is there? I do like that answer.
Somebody who just put remains of the day is a great. Who just said that? That's a great title for this episode. If it makes it to the feed.
Remains of the day. That's great.
Remains of the day is really good.
Oh, it'll definitely.
Wait, I feel like there was just something that Day was driving toward. Something.
Jesus is the answer.
Right before that, there was one thing I was thinking might be a fun. What was it?
Let me.
What were we talking about right before? Maybe it doesn't matter. If we're good on time, then it doesn't matter.
Jay, I get here. Let's see. I don't know how long.
That was a good blow.
That was a good blow. I can do one more. Now you're really seeing how the sausage is made.
That's okay. That's fine. If it's long enough. See, I'm realizing the thing about Day is the sincerity in who he is. Like, I think his sincerity kills comedy. Like, I'm not ever able to be funny as Day.
Yeah, you are. I think that's incorrect.
But I think sometimes it makes Gray all the more funny. So
I have one. I mean, we could do the titty bar thing or the Twin Peaks restaurant thing.
Oh yeah. Well, there was a section you were going to cut, right? We could put it in there if we still want to use that as the blow.
No, there's nothing I want to cut. Oh, me talking about putting people in the incinerator. Yeah, we probably will cut that. But yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can just maybe there's a tag in this. We'll see. Day, I want to tell you this, and I'm just going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you an answer. I'm going to tell you a story.
Oh wow.
The other day, I was driving, and I. What's the main drag that you always reference? Okay.
Keystone at the truck.
Or no. The other day, I was driving just along Lincoln Avenue, and I saw that there was a new restaurant, and the name of it was Twin Peaks Restaurant. And I thought, wow. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like Lynch. Twin Hills. What?
David Lynch?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a filmmaker and a thinker, or what you call brain stuff. And also, he was a meditator and an author.
Okay, don't want to get into all that.
I mean, am I right that you what you say as brain stuff is thoughts? Are you referring to thoughts?
Definitely.
Okay, well, I am really trying not to believe all my thoughts.
Oh, great. Well, then we the same. So I think what I was getting at is I walked up to this restaurant and I thought, oh, this is interesting. You know, obviously beef prices have been jacked up by the Democrats. And so I was like, maybe I can get a steak here that doesn't cost $45. So I go in and Day, the thing that I saw would shock you.
Okay.
In our beautiful city, and like I said, there's crime everywhere. The waitresses at this place were purposefully wearing shirts that said Twin Peaks on them and showed a large amount of the breast zone.
Oh, you meaning these were females who had large.
I'm saying that these were females that were working 3 jobs. And do you know what I did, Day?
You averted your eyes so as not to take in their heavy naturals or, their buoyant fakes.
I hit the floor, Day. My knees hit the floor and I started to pray.
Your knees buckled by the sheer presence of the female anatomy around you?
Day, I was like, this place is going to be the end of our city.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Because, well, first off, they said it was family style, and I'm like, what kind of family goes in here? And of course, and I'm like, the only family I could think of that might like that is babies. And I just started praying, and I said, God, please, please, please take away this business license. Let this place fail, because this is the perfect example of the direction that our country is going right now. A place where this is on display, where the food prices are high, where crime is everywhere.
What exactly is on display? I'm sorry.
Why do you keep asking? Dang, I'm in the middle of a story.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And I will tell you, and I'll answer your question, Day. What was on display
Yeah.
was Jesus.
Oh.
Because I was praying right in the little entryway of Twin Peaks. And I am happy to report that after my prayer and several concerned calls to members of our church who also serve in elected positions, Twin Peaks has been shut down. And I would love to tell you that day, if there is something that you think is wrong with the world, that you think something needs to change, the first thing you do is hit your knees and pray about it, because the answer, God and Jesus will give you an answer. And that answer is, in my case, they agreed with me, and Twin Peaks is no more.
Wow. That's a shame. You got it shut down? I mean,
I didn't. God and Jesus did.
in my imagination, that's where Jesus would hang out, is in a restaurant, you know?
Stay.
What?
Enough. That's probably a good place. Yeah.
Dave was gonna say one. Oh, well, one thing I just was thinking, Gray, before we go, is that you know, it's really easy for me to look down my nose at people who disagree with me or might have views or opinions, or they may use their vote in ways that I find abhorrent or harmful. And those are the people who, when I hear calls for unity and to fight division, a lot of times I think, if these people, I mean, I'll say it, a lot of times for me, it's people who are in the GOP. Like I really take issue with a lot of what appears to me a lack of compassion and empathy inside of their policy and lawmaking, and just a lack of humanity, I think, and it worries me deeply. But what I'm realizing is, for as much as I want them to come around and see things the way I see it, that's not how the spirit will move, so to speak, in terms of um, promoting unification. It's not about me getting them to change. It's about me changing my heart. And the story, as you love to tell stories, and, obviously the church always uses storytelling formats to really try to pull on people's heartstrings. But, we can get caught up in story. And anyway, the thing I'm trying to do right now is to focus on the shared humanity in the people that I disagree with, and find things that I love about them and ways that we can come together. And instead of trying to change them, I'm trying to change my heart toward them. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. And I think it makes total sense that now that restaurant is a Christian place called God the Father.
Nice, I forget about
It's seafood. It's really good.
God the Father. God the Father.
Thanks for that tag. That will help. Thanks, everybody. That was an episode recording of Mega the Podcast. Thanks, Day Labont. That was great. I think it's been too long since we've had a day episode, so I think the people will love it. Just a special thanks for those little tips. We always love a tip on a YouTube, and this one will come out pretty soon. Go check out the Supercast. There's a sale going on right now. 7 more people, and we'll do a high stream. And we also appreciate you just spending your Sunday with us. Dark times, scary times, but if you know somebody that would enjoy the podcast and have a little joy at laughing in the face of those dark times and big powers, then send it to them. That's always a blessing as well.
And there's a lot of light in these times
Hell
right
of a
now
lot of light.
too, and they're also beautiful times.
Touch grass, get off the internet, go kiss your neighbor on the lips.
Lincoln, thanks for letting us borrow your name for the avenue.
Thanks everybody. And there's so many we had some new people in here today. Welcome to you especially, and some folks that we haven't seen in a minute. So thanks for joining us.
Ooh, someone said have fitter on. Didn't we talk about
We did.
we talked about Ever maybe being fitter, but I wonder if I could be fitter.
Yeah. Yeah. We shall see.
Thanks for loving Day, y'all. His sincere little heart isn't always so funny, but it's a chance for me to channel how I really feel, which is I feel that I'm a 10-year-old boy. That's really how I feel. And that's why I exclusively eat frozen pizzas and
fish sticks
and potato chips.
Thanks, y'all. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you next week. We'll be back next week, same time, right?
I think so.
And then we're going to keep doing it in when we're in Italy. We'll keep doing it. And it might get more wild because it'll have to be late night for us to be daytime for them. So if we do it late night, sorry, there might be some substances.
It'd be more fun.
If we can get our hands on them over there. Believe me, I've been researching it.
Thanks, everybody. We love you, and have a great rest of your Sunday.
Bye.
See you next week.